Welcome back. Thank you for coming, checking us out here, checking me out on the Tumbleweed. And I want to welcome you to our next conversation. It's going to be a short conversation, nothing too big, but if you find anything in this conversation, any other of the conversations that we have, please give us a like, thumbs up, and a subscribe. It helps the channel. We're trying to grow this channel. Remember, the channel will be driven by you who choose to tune in and watch our videos. So leave a comment, because that will drive the content we create. And in the meantime and in between times, thank you for joining me on this Wednesday afternoon here in the fabulous Arizona Phoenix Valley. As I'm driving around, overcast a little. We call it overcast. And it is sub 100. So we love it. Topic I wanted to talk to y'all about is big right now in the news, in the cycle, on all the other podcasts, on all the other channels. Everybody's jumping on board. You know, this thing with the Epstein files, yes, it was one of the topics that Trump ran on. One of many. A lot of people voted for him. He won the majority vote. He won the electoral college vote. But he also, ran on the economy, closing the border, deporting, and releasing the JFK, MLK, and Epstein files. It has turned into a huge debacle in a utter just shit show. Excuse my expression. But it has turned into a huge just debacle. And it is nothing fun to see. Trump has let his frustrations out in front of the cameras multiple times now. Put his statement out on his Truth Social, saying that it is nothing if not but a hoax. Woo! Light change. We're in a tunnel. I am in Central Phoenix right now. So, hey, light change. Let's try to get some of our light back. Anyways, going back to the topic, I don't know what your personal feelings are on this subject. I'm getting it from all angles that I'm seeing from all degrees, all different various influencers, media personalities. The consensus is just that it's not a consensus. Some people, they just finished up their Turning Point USA event down in Florida. They are based here in Phoenix. By the way, Charlie Kirk and a bunch of the personalities were there. It seems as though there was no consensus. I don't know how you voted personally. I don't know how you feel about this. The general rule of thumb by most people in the general population is that pedophilia is bad. Nobody wants to see children harmed, especially by quote-unquote the elite, quote-unquote the powerful, and those in influence. What people seem to forget is a lot of the information in dealing with the Epstein and his havings, we should say, we will say, his influence and what he did. A lot of the information has already been leaked. It's been slow rolled. I mean, the flight logs, those were released. So we know who took the flights. We know who was on the flights, where the flights went, if they went to his island, now being named and have been called the pedophile island. We know that a lot of people, the list of people who he threw parties for, came and joined at his parties. The only reason I'm making this video is because it's out there. Everybody's talking about it. Nobody will shut up. Nobody's going to let it go. It's not a subject I want to talk about. But in regards to it, I'm saying this because too many people are sitting there saying, oh, why is he hiding it? Why are they hiding it? Why aren't they releasing the information? Why aren't they releasing the lists? Let's first remember something. What lists? Oh, the client lists. Well, we know the clients he took on his plane from the flight logs. We know the clients that he had at the parties and through parties for and whatever. So a lot of that information is already out there. By no means am I making an excuse. By no means am I trying to cover this up in my own. Do I feel there's more information? Oh, hell yeah. Me personally, do I believe the man killed himself? No. I don't believe he offed himself. I don't believe that, but that's my personal opinion. And I will have my opinion like you or anyone else will have their opinion. We don't have any proof otherwise. So I have an opinion, and it's nothing more than that. Dan Bongino, Kash Patel, they went on record saying that they've seen the evidence. From what the evidence they've seen, they're ruling it as a, in their opinion, he committed suicide. So I guess what I'm trying to say is a lot of evidence has been already put out there. A lot of it's been slow rolled. And it's not this big whole bunch of 1,000-page files like they did for JFK, or what they've started doing and did for Martin Luther King. Because a lot of the information's already out there. But Lord Trump did come out yesterday and say that Donald and the DOJ and them are going to release more files. And then Trump, of course, is telling Pam Bondi, I don't know, however you feel about her, to just release everything, quote unquote, that's relevant. So now the next chapter in this issue and drama is going to be, well, she's been ordered to release anything that's relevant. What's relevant? Here's some food for thought for you on this topic. If this person, Epstein, was really a CIA asset or a asset to any other intel community in the world, that information is going to land and lay with Tulsi Gabbard, not Pam Bondi, because that's intelligence. So as much as we're calling for Trump to release the information and Pam Bondi to release the information, if there is information being held right now by, tying him to foreign governments or the CIA, guess what? We're calling for the wrong person. Just a little food for thought. I want to talk about the subject, throw out a couple theories. So, you know what? I guess we'll find out over time, won't we? So if you have a comment, feeling, a thought on this topic, please feel free, leave a comment. If you like the short content that we're putting out right now, give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time.